Today I'm going to tell you a story of one of the toughest men I've ever heard of. This isn't your regular daredevil that's willing to risk their life for clicks on the internet. This is the type of guy that you don't want to piss off simply based on the things he's been through. In 1961, 27-year-old Russian surgeon Leonid Rogozov became extremely ill during an expedition to the Antarctic. He started to feel tired, weak, and nauseous. He also noticed he was hurting really bad on the right side of his abdomen. Since he was a surgeon, he had operated many times on something called acute appendicitis, which is a condition that if it gets bad enough, the appendix will actually burst and kill the person. Because of the symptoms he was having, he was able to properly diagnose himself with this. So a little backstory, Rogozov was a part of the 6th Soviet Antarctic expedition, which was composed of 12 individuals who were sent on a mission in September of 1960 to build a new base at the Shirmacher Oasis. The base was called the Novorossiyskaya Station. So he and his group of people completed this mission by about the middle of February the following year, and they settled down where they were at to try to make it through the harsh winters. By April, Rogozov fell more into his illness. The ship they had taken from Russia to the Antarctic had taken 36 days by sea, and it wouldn't be back for another year, and airplanes were not even a thought because of the intense blizzards. This meant that he had no way of reaching any surgeons before he would have to get rid of his appendix, and being the only surgeon on the team, he did the unthinkable. He cut out his own appendix. This man said he would rather cut himself open at the chance of succeeding rather than sitting there and dying with having done nothing. He had 2 of the group members assist him with handing him certain tools, holding a light and a mirror. He trained them on what to do if he passed out while performing his own surgery. Rogozov induced a local anesthesia in himself to numb his abdominal wall as he cut himself open, but once he fully cut through, he had to cut out his appendix with no further pain reliever, because to numb the pain of his appendix, he would be so high on this pain medication, he just wouldn't be able to complete it. During the surgery, he realized the mirror being inverted was messing him up too much, so he just got rid of it entirely and went solely based on touch. As Rogozov approached the final step of the surgery, which was actually cutting out the appendix, he started losing consciousness, but he never fully passed out. He said, "I grow weaker and weaker. My head starts to spin. Every 4 to 5 minutes, I rest for 20 to 25 seconds. This dude is honestly a beast. He only gives himself 20 seconds every 4 to 5 minutes. You think how much we over-exaggerate when we get a little paper cut. This man is cutting out one of his own organs. He is Russian though, and Russians are just built different. Well, I was going to say blessed with the spawn point, but I don't know about in 2024. At least the Russian genes are very strong. Once his appendix was fully in view with no organs around it, he noticed a stain at the base of the appendix, which indicates that if he would have waited just one more day, his appendix would have bursted. This surgery went on for 2 hours straight. That's actually insane. Just 2 hours of cutting himself open, taking his intestines and setting them out of his stomach to get to his appendix that he cut out himself. And once he was finished, he didn't even really rest. He told the instructors, this is how you're probably supposed to clean these medical instruments. And 2 weeks later, he returned back to his normal duties. This is one of the most badass stories I have ever heard in a very long time. He not only made the decision to cut himself open, and on top of that, he continued working 2 weeks later. If anything, this man has the greatest excuse to not come into work or to not carry out these duties that he was supposed to be doing. Your boss would be so shocked, he wouldn't even question what the heck you're talking about. He would just give you the time you request. But no, this guy doesn't take off any more time than he needs to. And honestly, I think many people would be terrified of this man after hearing about this story. Even Mike Tyson. This is who we should have got in the ring. Maybe it would have actually happened. Considering Rogozov chose to not take any of the extra anesthesia, I know 100% he would have not failed the drug test, if you know what I'm talking about. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. If you want to see more videos like this, or you have any crazy stories that you've heard and you want to hear me tell them in more detail, then let me know in the comments below. And with that being said, I will see you all in the next video. Thanks for watching.